Good morning, dear students. We'll start with the NCERT class 7th. The very first chapter talks about the nutrition in plants. In class 6th, we have talked about what are various nutrients. We can say carbohydrates, proteins, fat, vitamins, and minerals. All these basic nutrients are required for body normal functioning. So all living organisms consume their food. Then what is nutrition? Do you know that? The mode of taking food by an organism and its utilization by the body is called nutrition. There are two modes of nutrition. The first one is autotrophs and the second one is heterotrophs. Then what are autotrophs and heterotrophs? Auto means self and trophs means nourishment. That is, autotrophs are the organisms which produce their own food from simple substances, for example, green plants. And the heterotrophs are the organisms which take in ready-made food prepared by the plants, for example, human being. Heteros means other. The next, what is photosynthesis? You have just learned about autotrophs. What are autotrophs? Autotrophs are the organisms which produce their own food from simple substances. Plants are the examples of autotrophs. Then how they produce food? This will be discussed in the topic photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? The process of making food by plants using water and carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight. This is called photosynthesis. Photo means light and synthesis means production. That means production of food in the presence of sunlight. The synthesis of food in plants occurs in leaves. Therefore, all the raw materials must reach there. Next, we will discuss about how the raw materials reach there. First of all, water and minerals are present in soil. The roots are absorbed water and transported to the leaves through the stem. The leaves have a green pigment called chlorophyll. It helps leaves to capture the energy of the sunlight and this energy stored in the plant in the form of food. Thus, sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living organisms. Then the carbon dioxide is present in atmosphere. It is taken through the tiny pores present on the leaves are called stomata. It is surrounded by guard cells. Now, leaves has taken carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, water and minerals from the root, and in the presence of sunlight, it starts to manufacture food. During the process, oxygen is released and food is formed in the form of carbohydrate. This is stored in plants as starch. Can you imagine life on earth in the absence of photosynthesis? In the absence of photosynthesis, there would not be any food. The survival of almost all living organisms directly or indirectly depends upon the plants. We have just learned that plants synthesize carbohydrates through the process of photosynthesis. The carbohydrates are made of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. These are used to compose other components of food such as proteins and fats. Proteins are nitrogenous substances which contain nitrogen. From where do the plants obtain nitrogen? Nitrogen is present in abundance in atmosphere, but plant cannot absorb atmospheric nitrogen. Plants get nitrogen from the soil. Certain types of bacteria called rhizobium are present in soil. They convert gaseous nitrogen into usable form of nitrogen and release it into the soil. Plants absorb this soluble form of nitrogen along with the water and minerals through the roots. Also, you might have seen farmers add nitrogenous fertilizer to their field to fulfill the need of nitrogen. In this way, plants get nitrogen along with other nutrients. Today, we have learned about photosynthesis and mode of nutrition. Also, you have here some scientific name like autotrophs, heterotrophs, and chlorophyll, and so on. Here I am giving you some questions based on today's lesson. You read your new textbook carefully and find out the answer. Thank you. Good luck, everyone.